Fellas, we've had a few best win of the year conversations already, so there is some competition here. But, JJ, is this the most significant win for the Knicks this season?
Well, I think it's the most significant considering where we are at this particular point in the season, right? The Knicks are coming off a terrible loss Friday to the Chicago Bulls. You have this jumbled mess within the Eastern Conference from 2 basically all the way down to 5 where there's just so much uncertainty. And in the first half of this game, it looks like the Knicks are going to get their doors blown off. So to see the Knicks come back, to get the monster effort from Brunson and from DiVincenzo and the great minutes out of Mitchell Robinson doing his thing defensively, yeah, I'm going to say it's a bigger win than Miami earlier in the year or Denver when they were on the last game of a road trip, because this, CeeLo, could be the difference in the Knicks maybe having home court advantage, being a 3 seed, dare I say a 2 seed, or the Knicks playing on the road in about a week and a half. So, yeah, I'm rolling with this game.
I totally agree. The significance of where we're at in the calendar. They've been leaking oil here a little bit in light of the Julius Randle news coming out. Obviously, that's a damper on things. You know, we can kind of talk more about the impact of that down the line, but with the regular season coming down the stretch here and trying to solidify your positioning. You talked about just how tight it is. I think the home court advantage is significant. You know, that remains to be seen. But obviously, if you're going to give me the choice between having a Game 7 at the Garden potentially or having to go on the road, I think that the home crowd could certainly do the Knicks a lot of favors. So Bucks are leaking a little bit here, coming back to the pack. Do you even want to get up to the 2, though, with potential of maybe having a
It's funny. I think 3
Sixers,
would be the best spot for the Knicks. I don't know if you could draw it up that way, but if you're the 3, it could be Indiana, Miami, or Philly. They're a dream, man.
I tell you, it really is amazing. It's like watching the stock market, because Friday night they lose, you're depressed, you think they're going to fall back to 5 or 6. Now you're looking at the standings. Hey, why not the 2?
Yeah.
But, you know, you mentioned Brunson. He outscores Giannis by 15. We know he's not going to win the MVP, but is he working his way into the conversation of being one of the NBA's elite players?
I think so, and I'm not really sure why it hasn't taken as much momentum so far. I don't know if it's because he hasn't done it long enough yet.
All Nick haters.
Nick haters, you know, his background, he's kind of more on the unheralded side as compared to some of these big-time prospects coming out of college. But, I mean, look, he's answered every question in this year, the minutes, overcoming some of these key injuries they've had, putting the team on his back at times, his shoulders. So, for me, he's absolutely in the conversation, and this is just another performance that proves that.
Listen, Jokic's going to go and win the award. He deserves it. He's having a monster season. Denver looks like the team to beat in the Western Conference. SGA in Oklahoma City has been incredible. That said, if we're sitting here at the end of the year and Jalen Brunson is not in the top 5 in the MVP balloting and he's not an all-NBA player, either on the first or the second team, something went incredibly wrong because, CeeLo, he carries this team night after night after night. He's getting buckets. You think about the added attention that all of a sudden he's getting now because Julius Randle is not in the fold, and yet he's finding space. He's finding ways to get open. You know, they mentioned in the broadcast this Curry-like effect of how he's getting open and how the Knicks are drawing up space for him. So he's having an incredible season. They are going to go as far as he takes them. And, yeah, he should be in that conversation. I'm not saying, Eamon, he's going to win the award, nor should he win the award. But if you're having a ballot and he's not on the top 3, top 5 of your list, you're wrong.
No, I'm with you on that completely. All right, Donte DiVincenzo did provide some help, going for 26, 8 of 11 from beyond the arc. JJ, how much does his emergence as a scoring threat soften the blow of not having Julius Randle in the postseason?
So that's going to be the hope for the Knicks come playoff time. Obviously, last year they had Jalen Brunson. He was incredible, especially in that Miami series. They weren't good enough. They didn't have enough outside shooting. Well, this team this year, even though they're not going to have Julius Randle, DiVincenzo and OG Anunoby should make you that much more dynamic. And DiVincenzo's had some monster games. Now, there are going to be times you see DiVincenzo go 5 of 19 or 5 of 20 from the field, and you're going to have to accept that. But if you look at his stat lines, in the absence of Julius Randle and in the absence of OG Anunoby, he has stepped up in a big way. So they need that added three-point shooting. And what do you know? Bogdanović all of a sudden is starting to get it going off the bench. These are guys that have to step up for the Knicks. It can't just be the Jalen Brunson show. And CeeLo, they got guys who could shoot the three-point shot.